distraction. So wherever Shador got drafted, it'd be a distraction. And then Shador himself, because he's become kind of a celebrity in his own right. So my point is this. If you're the Steelers or whoever, and you think he's a backup, at least initially, he's not coming in here starting right away, then he comes to your team, the last thing you want is a celebrity backup. And so teams understand there will be pressure from the fan base to play him. If your starter struggles, you're seeing in practice, he's not ready. There's pressure to play him. Dion has a microphone in his face every day in Colorado. He's going to be asked about, well, what do you think about what's going on with Shador? Wow, the starter's really struggling. You think they should throw Shador? Like, all of this stuff could be distractions for what a player teams apparently think is not that good. Now, my thought is he should have been drafted in the first round. I think he's going to be a good player. But I think that's the explanation for why teams aren't having drafted.
Yeah, teams didn't draft him saying things first round talent. And the quote we played and that's on the screen, I think is flatly wrong. We all know this shouldn't have happened. Yes, it should have. It should have happened because this wasn't. Now, again, teams can be wrong. The league as a whole can be wrong. Hell, the Baltimore Ravens drafted a 25-year-old tight end before they drafted Lamar Jackson in the same draft in Hunter Henry. So, so again, it doesn't. The die is not cast on who Shador Sanders will be. The die is cast on what the NFL thinks of him, and the NFL thinks he is a player whose college production was very precisely manicured by his head coach, who was his father. I think teams worry that was Travis Hunter to Shador Sanders what Mike Evans was to Johnny Manziel. And I think that we got so caught up in the media with the personality stuff that I think what was missed is a lot of it wasn't for the same reason, but a lot of the same personality questions came up for Caleb Williams. And he was 1-1 on everyone's board the whole way. You know why? Because they said, if he's awesome, it doesn't matter.
That's true.
And I thought, you guys know all along, my stance has been, I don't question Shador the person. I do question Shador the player. And because I thought so many of the critiques of him were on a personal, not player level, I found myself rooting for him. And then I found myself yesterday during the draft coverage not rooting against him, but resentful at the coverage. Last night's draft, it was watched on ESPN, was not the 2025 NFL draft. It was the 2025 Shador Sanders sweepstakes, and it turns out there's no winners. And the next time I have to hear Mel Kiper talk about Johnny Unitas and Joe Montana and Morris Eyes and all these things, that Also, again, my concerns with Shedeur is the player, not the guy. But I do think that draft setup last night was, and people will be like, oh, if you remember the famous clip of when Deion was drafted. With respect to Shedeur Sanders, he ain't Deion Sanders. Deion was no doubt top 10 pick, one of the greatest athletes we'd ever seen, even in college, all of it. He knew. So having that whole thing and the legendary and everything, I think you only do that if you are 100% confident you're going in the first round. And he clearly was however confident he was going in the first round without a single team telling you you're going in the first round.
And that's the thing, like when teams, when the Giants saw him posting that photo, and it came right after he was kind of throwing the ball with Malik Neighbors, they were out there together. But the Giants are probably thinking, like, what? And I'm not trying, because again, I am a fan of Mike Williams, and I think he should have been in the first round. I think he'd be a good starter in the league. But if you don't have a promise for a team, I don't understand how you go out there and say something like that. And the Steelers probably were thinking the same thing with the Max Crosby interview. So, look, we said this is going to be very. If he doesn't go early in the second round, and we know there are a bunch of teams up there that need quarterbacks.
One's got two of the first four picks.
Then he could really fall.
It has to be good.
I would think. I mean, two of the picks. Yeah. Two of the first four picks.
More on Shedeur later in the show, but we're talking about Shedeur's teammate right now. Travis Hunter headed to Jacksonville. Oh. The Jags traded up
protest
for the two-way Heisman winner.
I protest. What? Why? I ask you why. Why you angry? Is he still a Trevor guy?
Thank you. You guys commanded. Exactly. You guys said for the sake of the show, you're like, the Jags are a small market, the team's no good, the player's hurt, we have to take him out. And I was like, deal. I'll stop talking about the Jags, if Wild stops talking about Drake May, and Wild keeps his commitment. But I am here to tell you, we are so back, baby. Oh, my goodness. You know who also believes the Jags are going to be good? The Jags. You know how I know? First round pick, first round pick next year. What does it matter? 20 is what's that going to be? 27, 28 overall?
This is why you're.
No, I'm not a fan. You're going to say the Atlanta thing, all that stuff.
I'm not even talking about the Atlanta thing.
Let me say.
Look at Travis and Trick.
Let me tell you what it reminds me of. It reminds me of a trade that I thought at the time was paying way too much because I didn't think the team was going to be that good. When the Houston Texans, after drafting CJ, traded up in the first and traded away the next year's first to get Will Anderson. Like, oh my God, you're trading away a premium pick. They said, no, we're going to win the AFC South, so it's worth it to us. We're getting a difference maker. They did win the AFC South. That pick ended up being in the 20s. Same thing's happened with the Jets. Oh my goodness gracious.
This is why. Look, there was one person on here whose job it is. Well, actually, look at the Ross. Waited the draft pick. So let's look at this.
Yeah.
Take it off the Trevor.
Yeah.
Fandom. It feels a little bit like James Gladstone in his first draft got quite excited.
Can I tell you exactly what they did? Because you'll see the fourth round pick they gave up, they got a better fourth round pick back. and they got the 6. So
They got a
that's
second and another.
so what they trade an overpay for anything other than a quarterback, unless you got 2 players, which they 2 pick and the number 2.1 pick because Travis was top receiver, top corner in the draft, and now he plays with Trevor. Oh my! And America, you know where to go to on national television for your Jags coverage. This show.
Yeah.
We have really put our foot in the ground on that one.
And look,
Duval.
I mean, I'm glad you're excited.
Thank you, bro.
I hope Trevor's is excited because
Damn.
Trevor better than this.
I agree.
Trevor has a cast of what, Wiles?
Of an
Avenger?
I got
Yes,
it.
Avengers. Ryan Thomas
Jr.
Jr. Last year with Trevor half the season, Matt Jones half the season was 3rd in the league in yards as receiver. Like, the dude is great. And now you bring in Travis? Like, I mean,
my.
And the running back, I mean, I like ATN.
He hasn't been the player they thought he would be. He's fine
and then with Bigsby, they got a nice one.
Yeah.
And I don't like Trevor as much as Nick, but I think Trevor's got talent. And Nick, if he doesn't have I'll just say very good year next year.
I agree.
Then something's wrong.
Correct.
5 years in the league, you got this talent.
That
You got to get the
is
list.
totally fair. I totally agree. We're still holding Trevor to a higher standard than we hold Justin Herbert to, but that's fine. I understand the heaviest head that wears the prince's crown. I get that. But yeah, he needs to deliver.
I'll do you one better, bro.
At Granger, we're for the ones who pay attention to every little detail. The ones who fuss, tinker, and sweat the small stuff. Because you know the tiniest thing can make the biggest difference when it comes to...
Just like he wasn't like Mac, just like he wasn't giving the ball to Brian Thomas. Mac Jones actually unlocked him.
That is definitively not true, but go ahead.
Josh. Thomas is better than Mac Jones versus Thomas.
I never seen it.
I want Travis to thrive.
Yeah.
And I don't want Trevor to hold him back.
He won't hold him back. And by the way,
we gonna find out?
Yeah, and they also said he's job 1 is wide receiver, job 2 is corner. And I think that's smart. I also think that's where you get value. Like wide receivers make double what corners make at this point, so that makes sense. This is great. This is great for the show. This is great for the AFC South. Finally has some real interest other than CJ Stroud and the number 1 pick of the draft. Cam Ward's there. Like it's good for everybody.
So for our fans, I'll tell you, don't be scared. This is something I'm uniquely positioned to navigate. Okay, that's for GM. Chiefs, meanwhile, traded back a spot with the Eagles draft tackle Josh Simmons. Goes up first round, Mahomes with a smiley face and some sunglasses on. As he gets the Ohio State tackle blocking for him. Nick, are you happy with this?
Well, I did, project it. I tried to give America a little bit of a heads up on it. So there's a video of John Ledyard, one of, I think, the most respected draft analysts out there, had him as one of only 8 blue chippers in this draft class as the number 2 tackle, number 6 overall player. He was projected at the October 1st mock drafts. Prior to his injury, he was projected to be the first tackle in the class and a consensus top 10 pick. The question is, how concerned are you about the knee? The Chiefs are not. And so to get this player who has the potential to be the best player at his position in this entire class at pick 32, and by the way, so at pick 31, plus they got an extra 5th rounder because Philly wanted to make sure they got John Campbell, is as great of a value as possible.
Would the Chiefs think they weren't thinking of taking Campbell?
No, so I think the way that went is, so I have no intel on this, hand to God.
I mean, they couldn't bluff it.
I don't even think it was bluff. I think someone else called Kansas City to trade up. And Kansas City didn't call Philly and was like, hey, we've got an offer to move, if you guys would want to make, if there's a guy you guys want, there's probably a little honesty between them, like, hey, we're leaning offense and you leaning defense, like we just soon trade with you. I think because it's always weird when you flip-flop picks.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if you wanted that player, why didn't you just take him? And if you didn't, why did you feel the need to move up? So I think that's what happened. But I love this pick.
No, look, if he's got protection, I mean, the receiving core is solid if they're healthy. The return is like something.
And just because our lower third, there's a little tongue in cheek. Full disclosure, America. This year I did not send any of my mocks to Brett Beach, so this was just a happy accident. However, once that I saw we had the same guy in round 1, I did this morning send him rounds 2 through 7. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.
Culture evolves at this.
Boy, that was sad. See, let's hear him again.
Yeah. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl.
I'm okay. Well, I would date my weight. I'm thinking shit all this. I was like, I want to date my wage. Hey, Monique is like that wise black woman that was trying to give. He was like giving a little boy. Monique was like that mama giving a teenager some proper instructions, or a young adult male some proper instructions, and this dumb up want to be all male bravado. I'm gonna do my date my way, get out my age, and do all this. He was telling this nigga, this is what you do, brother. You be a woman that's more people to you, your position, so that she can understand what it is that you're going through, the pressures of it. That's all she was saying. She put a few jokes in it about the size and all that, biscuits and all that. But a 19-year-old don't know what it takes to build up the lifestyle, the reputation that you built up, and they'll take it away from you on a moment's notice. And that's what happened. And he would have dated somebody, not to say that older women can't take your money. You always got to deal with the person. It's not about the age, it's about what that person brings to the table. And Shannon Sharp obviously was only looking for somebody that he could deal with his age, not even his age. He was looking for sex, basically. And this right here got him in trouble. Monique was simply trying to explain. And he wouldn't listen. I think this video is going to forever haunt Shannon Sharp. Because there's two people trying to tell him. Look at Cat. Let's go back to what Cat was trying to tell him. Two people tried to tell him. And the arrogance of this brother is going to be what take him down. Or what took him down.
I was scared she might have me running down the street like Jonathan.
Yeah, you're going to become a old Cat.
Not because I didn't like women. I think white women are as murderers than women. But I'm not going to act like I'm scared of you. You have no reason to be scared. You can be King the Conqueror, and they can take your leather down in 2 kills. And that's what you...
No, it's different now. You and I,
It's different, baby. I'm grateful I'm not 56 and trying.
you You trying to play?
I'm looking right at you. I'm looking at your now. You better take your somebody love you. Bro, now I'm looking right at you. I'm not what Shane and me. I tell you, bro. Let me tell you what my baby needs. We need him a whole subject. We can make good cake. Make him smother turkey wings. We're gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay? And we're gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shane needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl.
You know me, James. Well, I will date my wings. I'm gonna shit all this. That was nice. I want to date my wage.
26-year-old girl.
What the fuck, man? Shannon boy, look at how you look at you. Y'all forgive me for looking like this. That nigga say, why did he say he want to date his age, not his wage, not his age? Watch this.
Girl, you don't need no 36-year-old girl.
I know your age. Well, I want to date my wage. I'm gonna shit all this. That was nice. I want to date my wage. Stay right here. Where y'all at? Hey, Chad, where they at? Hold on.
Hey man, that nigga went to the side. Oh my God, Shadow boy.
I keep it on me. You want to date your what? I want to date my wage, not my age. I want to date my wage. So where are they? I bring your little Savage, who that is, though? Yeah. I want to do it. Hey, who that? Hear me out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yeah, bring your little dope. Savage, who that is, though? Yeah. I want to do it. Hey, who that? Hear me out. You. How I do it. Shit don't fuck you up now. How you do it? Dump your ass up now. Hey, Shannon boy. Man, I can just play this remix all day long. How you do it? I want to date my way. So where are they? Gabriel, though. Get him, Shannon boy. Gabriel, who that is, though? Yeah. I want to do it. Boy, he's shucking and jiving like a good little monkey. Look at him, he tucking shoulders there. What who thought you did shit? This is hilarious. Shadow boy. Oh, look at that. Look how he looking. How I do it. How I do it. I can't stop laughing. How I do it. You won't be doing it. No goddamn more. Look at how stupid you look. Hey, how you do? Look at this shit. Shucking and jiving. Hey, Gabriel, little dope. Slavery, who that is, though? Yeah. Hey, who is that? Hear me out. You know what I'm saying? You little fun. She like a little something. You a little something. Oh, man. Shadow boy. We'll let you chuck it down, boy. Look at that. Look what they said to you. Shadow boy, look what they said to you, boy. They knew. They knew exactly what to take you down. They sent something to you, boy. They sent something good to you, boy. How I do it. You thought you would do it big. You ain't gonna get down. One white girl look your way. Do not but some old school teacher busted can of biscuits looking up. That's why. You gonna get them bills. From here on out, you gonna get bills. Why do I tell you? They gonna humble your ass down. You gonna get these white girls look like this one. Your next white girl gonna be a bill. I seen that white girl you called your personal assistant. Had her belly hanging all out like she had a beer gut. That's, you know, now. You're a belly white girl that no white man wants. Mm-hmm. You gonna be hitting the beer belly white girl. Just as you kiss those white girls off. See them grips on that white girl right there? You see them eyes cutting and shit? What a white boy like, what else ready to kill you, Shadow boy? You lucky they just taking some money from you. Back in the day, they was throwing your ass up, boy, to cut your feet. Yeah, boy, like in the movie Django, boy. This nigga here is bragging on this podcast about me, the white girl. Cheddar boy. Boy, you must forget, boy. Damn, Cheddar boy, you from the South and you don't know no better. You up here bragging about how you do it. What they do it. And you thought you were around there. You thinking out the tongue. Yeah, boy. Knowing damn well back in the day, nigga, what happened to me if you did that. But you thought it was over. So now they just get you with your finance. They just bust you across the top of your head with your money. And now your reputation is gone. Your money is gone. Not gone, but, you know. You're not going to be able to brag about that money like you used to be bragging. But, yeah, you 56 years old acting like this. Cool ass granddad. Could have set your kids up, your family up for generational wealth for the next several generations. But
championship aspirations. The hype around Luka Doncic and LeBron, they have championship aspirations.
Now the ladies look down up there on Jackson's face. How about that finish for me? It's perfect. Sometimes like a face, but they must see you don't finish to the feet. It's probably double the second belief.
going into Minnesota, it's going to be a war, and we got to say we got 1-1. You know, it's better to be.
You heard Anatol tied up one game apiece, so let's go in the bonus here on Game 3 in Minnesota. Luka has starred in the first 2 games, becoming the second player in NBA history to average 30 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists per game in his first 2 playoff games with any franchise. He joins Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who did this with the Lakers back in 1977. As for the Timberwolves, they've had 2 outlier three-point shooting games, right? One good, one bad. They scorched the Nets for 21 made threes on 42 attempts in Game 1, and then they followed that up by making just 5 of 25 threes in their Game 2 loss here.
I think that's the player of the game. That should have been player of the game, bro. I ain't gonna hold you now.
It's a metaphor for the boy when you add proximity.